What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a bunch of new developer comments, and of course, Season 2 releases today. I haven't played it yet. This video is being recorded the day before, so if you have played Season 2 and Contaminated, let me know what you think about it in the comments section. But some of the huge comments we're going to be going over have to do with one of the biggest community concerns regarding Battlefield 6, persistent servers, and whether or not they will ever be coming to the game. On top of that, we have more developer comments stating that we shouldn't expect any more delays for Battlefield 6 content. Well, I certainly hope that rings true in the future. Let's start going over things. If you want to stay up to date with Battlefield 6, this is the channel for you. I'll be putting out so many videos and new weapon guides, new tier lists. Sub to the channel, be sure to hit the like button, and swing by the stream. There are new Twitch drops, and of course, twitch.tv/enders is the prime destination for said Twitch drops. The first thing I'll be going over is DICE's new statement regarding persistent servers and whether or not they'll be coming to Battlefield 6. This is from an article on gamereactor.eu. I'll link it in the description, but Battlefield Bulletin also reported it on Twitter. Battlefield Bulletin says, breaking Battlefield Studios are discussing changing the controversial disbanding lobbies, claiming it's an area where they want to see more improvements, and in the interview on GameReactor, the developers had this to say, quote, "Nothing that we can announce yet, but we see the feedback in playing together with friends or randoms that you want to keep playing with is a big part of just playing games and being social, so it's definitely somewhere we want to see more improvements." It is sort of disappointing that they didn't elaborate more. That is quite literally the only thing they said about it in the entire article. Part of me is sort of confused because what is there to improve with this? You either have the lobbies get disbanded or you keep the lobbies together. Okay, that is the decision they have to make here. But I never thought this was much of a difficult decision. Disbanding lobbies really impacts lower population regions such as OCE, and making the servers persistent not only improves the experience for those lower population regions, but it also just improves the community building aspect that I think has been so neutered in modern Battlefield titles. I think everyone can remember in previous Battlefield titles, you had your favorite server you would join, and you would start to see the same people on that server, and there were little micro-communities that would form as a result of that, and ever since, well, they stopped focusing on the server browser, but especially ever since they started disbanding lobbies with matchmaking, that entire ecosystem has really been destroyed. A lot of people would say that if they decided to make servers persistent, that isn't the entire solution. A lot of people will continue to demand a server browser for the official servers, and I'm sorry, but I don't think that will ever come. I think, realistically, persistent servers is about as far as they would go because they don't have to implement a server browser for the base game matchmaking system. They built Battlefield 6 with matchmaking in mind, and I think in their mind, meaning the EA higher-ups or the people in power, they probably already look at this game and say, hey, we have a server browser, it's in Portal. I think it's one of the situations where the developers probably really would love to put a server browser in the game, but maybe they'll never be allowed to actually follow through. You guys will definitely have to let me know your opinions on this particular subject. I know there are some extremely strong feelings regarding persistent servers and the server browser, so I'll be looking forward to reading the comment section. But moving on to some more DICE interviews, this time an interview with producer Phil Garrett on Battlefield 6 and why the seasons shouldn't see any further delays. Phil has this to say, quote, "We came out of the launch from Battlefield 6 and we don't have the best of track records for launches, but it went pretty smooth this time around, so we're happy for that one. But that launch also takes a lot of work and time. We saw the content we had planned for Season 2, and we wanted to just give it a little bit more time in the oven to polish things and make sure we hit the expectations the players have. Obviously, once you plan out seasons, there's a lot of things that come with that, like marketing work behind it, making sure the timings affect not only the game itself, but many, many other things. Future seasons as well, absolutely. We need to make sure those hit as expected, as we have taken quite a lot of different steps in different departments to make sure that the players get the seasons immediately once the seasons come to an end." So some key takeaways here, they're very focused on making sure that there is a seamless transition between the end of a season and the start of a season. If you want to have a well-oiled live service, that is simply something you have to focus on. You can't go a full month or even longer with literally nothing happening with your game. People will simply leave and will stop caring. The other big thing is he mentioned big department changes. I imagine the internal workings of DICE and EA right now and all the studios working on Battlefield, it had to have been pretty crazy in the past 2 months. Obviously, with Vince's untimely death, that probably caused just an unbelievable shockwave to go through all of the studios, and a lot of rearranging had to happen. But moving away from that and onto some more comments surrounding the fact that DICE is aware of the community feedback surrounding the lack of content and the lack of maps, specifically the lack of larger maps. They say, quote, "We see that feedback and we hear it very loudly, and we're really happy that people just, want more of the stuff that we can provide. More maps is, of course, something that we will look more into, but also maps are one of the most time-intensive things that we build. We'll need some more time. What we're doing on top of that, like we see in Season 2, is more maps and bigger maps. We need to make sure that the maps hit the quality and match the expectations of what the players want. We're already testing Gomad Railway early on labs now, so that's a step in the right direction." And another developer goes on to say that sometimes it's hard to go back too far and change things, and they are able to course correct if they need to do something. When it comes to maps, we hear the feedback loud and clear, as you said, on the larger maps. I don't know, I mean, kind of a whole lot of nothing said there. Part of me wonders why these developers choose to do these interviews with these article websites, and why they don't try to make this a little bit more public and have a dialogue with the community. I've always thought that Battlefield really doesn't handle the community communication side of things very well. They come off as very shelled, very sort of standoffish, and I think they could really use some more humanity, some more like one-on-one dev communication. But on the other side, the community really goes at the developers whenever they tweet anything, so I can imagine that some of them probably just don't tweet a lot because of that. Overall, I'd be really interested to see what they're going to do with persistent servers and the maps going forward. I don't anticipate Gomad Railway will be like a slam dunk. I mean, you have to think Gomad Railway is going to come out in Season 3, right? Because why would they be testing it in labs, and why would they be revealing it if it wasn't coming in Season 3? But touching on Season 2 that's coming out today, I'm kind of dreading going live today for the stream, because if Contaminated isn't good, I don't want to be in a situation where I don't have anything good to say about Season 2 necessarily, because you guys already know I disagree with the patch notes. We'll have to see how the in-game effect of those patch notes makes me feel. Keep a lookout for my first impressions video regarding Season 2, and if you want to see my live first impressions, swing by the stream. I will be streaming a little bit earlier, so it's going to be more European/rest of the world friendly. Highly anticipating getting my hands on the new map Contaminated. I hope it's good. It kind of looks good for the gameplay that was released today. I like me a good hilly Battlefield map, so let's hope they do the concept justice. But if you enjoy the content, if you want to stay up to date with Battlefield 6, this is the channel for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button, and if you want your Twitch drops, first link in the description, twitch.tv/enders. I'll be streaming a very long time today, so I hope to see you guys there. And if you've already played Season 2, again, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.